Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Forgotten Shadow Muck. So this is just going to be the regular old Kanto one here. As you can see, has great IVs and it really does put in the work. So of course we're going to be going with Poison Jab, and we also have Thunder Punch and Dark Pulse. Some pretty interesting coverage here, and it does work out quite nicely. And it does pair up very well with the Shadow Dragonite as well as Shadow Feraligatr, which we're going to be using alongside it the entire time. That Shadow Dragonite doesn't have bad IVs at all for the Ultra League, I must say. So with that said, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Make sure you go get yourself a snack or a drink or whatever you have to do, a little smoke, and sit back, relax, and enjoy this video here. It's going to be a decently long one here, sitting at about 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into this. About the Feraligatr IVs, I'm going with the high attack there so I can win CMP up against a mirror match, and it's worked out great for me so far. And I'll take that extra bit of less bulk, I should say, than lower attack. So yeah, it works, really does. Okay, anyways, with that said, let's see what we have here. We have a Komodo. Oh, Komodo, that's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Dragonite. I was trying to catch, but they were not falling for that here. So we're going to go ahead and just let that go, which is kind of crazy because we had one shield left and Dragonite has no health. So we go ahead and bring that in here. We'll shield this up. Now we're going to be able to get to the Dragon Claw just in time, I do believe. Oh, and we're going to be able to take out that Komodo with the Shadow Dragonite at the end here, and we're looking good. All right, so I did feature Shadow Muck a couple videos back. It wasn't featured, it was just in there a few times towards the end, but I wanted to give it its own video once again here. We've covered it before in the past, but I want to really highlight it here because we do have the Ultra Premier, and it really does work very nicely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swap here. We've gotten a shield out of them. They're going to be retreating as soon as I throw the Hydro Cannon with the Shadow Feraligatr, and they're bringing in a Poliwrath. This is definitely a freaking annoying Pokemon for sure. It is ranked 1 for the Ultra Premier here. And that's cool. It's no problem at all. It's just it kind of destroys my team a little bit depending on the situation. Dragonite does have a decent matchup. Of course, the Icy Wind is going to be able to pretty much one-shot us, so we got to be careful with that. But we're taking that win, and we didn't even use a shield, and they're bringing back that Shadow Nidoqueen. And we don't have too much health left on our Dragonite, but we're going to go ahead and just bring it in anyways, and we'll let this go. We just wanted them to kind of use their energy up here. They immediately swap, and they do have a Snorlax in the back. Now, unfortunately, we are not going to be the Alolan version, part dark. Otherwise, we would be able to resist the Lick. We're just going to be straight poison type. So yeah, that Lick is kind of going right through us here. So we are going to be shielding up that first Body Slam. Going to go for the Thunder Punch this time. We don't need to go for another Dark Pulse, and we're going to be getting a shield out of them, which is great. And I'm going to let this go here. It's getting a little close. They have no more shields, and what we need to do is build up to that Dark Pulse on the Muck, and then we're going to be able to take the win. This should be enough to KO, and we're looking good, and still holding on to that last shield, just keeping it into the very last second. We didn't even use it. Next game met with a Gengar. They're going to be retreating and bringing in a Porygon too, and we're going to go ahead and swap into our Muck here. I didn't go with the Feraligatr because of the Shadow Claw being resisted and all, so we're just going to go ahead and bring in the Muck. And Shadow Feraligatr doesn't have a bad matchup up against Dragonite either. We don't have Ice Beam, but it's still doing a decent amount of damage. Alright, so Porygon 2, very nice, very spicy. Always love to see this thing in Go Battle League. It was one of my main Pokemon that I did use in tournaments for a while with the Evolite Stone. Alright, so they're going to be bringing back that Dragonite. We do have a bunch of energy built up here. And we're going to go ahead and throw that first Dragon Claw, getting to the next one here. Pretty sure they're going to double up on the Dragonite as far as the shields, or they're going to let it go because we actually said something about it. And bringing in the Feraligatr to go up against this Gengar with Shadow Claw. And this is a wrap. I do believe they're going to be backing out before we can even finish them off, and we get them out of here. Let's go, taking that win. All right, so the Muck will be, it's already been doing amazing, but it will be pulling off some even more clutch wins for us. Next game, we're met with a Swampert. This is an amazing lead here. Although Shadow Dragonite is pretty squishy, even considering the IVs that we do have built on the bulkier side. But that Hydro Cannon is still doing a decent amount. But since their quick move is ground, they're not going to be able to actually farm us down. What they can do is swap and lock themselves, but we're going to farm them all the way down and just go for the Dragon Claw here. What do they bring in? It's going to be a Gramble. Okay, that's fine. And as soon as I bring in the Muck, they actually retreat into their Mandibuzz, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Feraligatr here. As soon as I seen this situation, I already knew it was an absolute wrap. I'm still holding on to 2 shields. We're going to easily let this go. They can't. Okay, yeah, so it glitched. So they quit. The Mandibuzz did Hydro Cannon. Gotta love it. This game is super fun. Obviously, it was a visual glitch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take that win. Looking good. Was that a 4-1? Not bad. Next game, next set. Still going to lead with Dragonite the entire time here. Met with a Pidgeot. All right, so this is... It's fine, I suppose. A lot of people have been going straight Brave Bird, which I've been advocating for, because it just takes everybody by surprise for the most part. And if you shield up a freaking Feather Dance, that's going to be horrible, horrible, horrible. So they go for that Brave Bird. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Feraligatr here. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting to another charge. We check this out. They go for a Brave Bird again. Now, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to top lift. All right, you got me. Good game. You got me. Very nice. But I bring in the Muck. Check this out. We farm them down, and they back out. So I'm thinking they either, I don't know. What do they have, like a double fairy or another flyer or something like a ghost? Water? I don't know, but they did not want to face that Muck with 2 shields and energy. Next game, we're met with a Skeledirge, and they're going to be retreating into their Walrein. So the Skeledirge matchup up against the Shadow Dragonite is actually, it's not the worst thing in the world because you can spam the Disarming Voice, which is going to be doing quite a bit. Plus your Quick Move, although resisted, still doing a decent amount. But we did swap into the Feraligatr here. We're going to go ahead and just take them out, and we're going to be looking fine here. Yeah, we're down a shield, or they're going to actually shield up. Is Earthquake going to be enough? It is a Shadow. And, oh, it's not enough, and we have a double KO. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so we have to decide here. They're going to throw in first, all right? So we're going to go ahead and just bring in our Dragonite after they've made their decision first and counter them here and have a little fun. So we had energy on that. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Muck here. I think we can let this go. I think we do. Yeah, Icy Wind, lowering my attack, going for the Thunder Punch, which is still going to KO because we are Shadow after all. And they're going to be shielding it up. Sounds good. And bringing in that Skeledirge. Can we make it to the Dark Pulse, folks? Let's go. Now, they did lower my attack, but let's see how much this does here. Okay, well, that's pretty much a wrap. Well, here's the thing. If they get, well, they are going to get my shield because they were smart and they built up to 2 of them here so they can hit them back to back. But what's going to happen is we just need to farm up a little bit more. We will win CMP over the Poliwrath. And they do have energy, an Icy Wind ready to go, but we have our Dragon Claw, which is going to be enough to take them out. And good night, sleep tight to their Poliwrath. Let's keep it going here. Shadow Dragonite absolutely on fire here alongside the Shadow Muck. And we have a Venusaur. Great lead. They're going to be swapping into a Alolan Muck. Okay, another great Pokemon here. So we're going to go ahead and go Superpower and then retreat into our Feraligatr and kind of just farm them down. Now, I know this is asking a lot to farm this thing down here, and we're gonna, come on. Oh my goodness, was it worth it? Poke, was it worth it? Well, maybe, we'll see. We had to use a shield, but we do have a ton of energy. Bringing in Venusaur, which we already knew. Now, they do not know we don't have Ice Beam, so Ice Beam better shield. All right, getting a shield out of them. Getting to the next crunch here, which is gonna do decent damage. I would assume they'll let this go as well. And we do have Muck, which is going to shut them down. So I'm not going Dragonite because of Sludge Bomb. They immediately swap and bring in the Feraligatr, and we get into the Dragon Claw. At this point, it's pretty much a wrap. And all we have to do is really kind of preserve the health on the Muck. After this, we'll let this go here. We're going to go in here with the Muck and take care of business. Hydro Cannon is enough to take us out. Now, we will shield this up because everything on the Venusaur is not going to be doing much. So we need to keep as much health as possible here. And I kind of wanted to farm them down, but it wasn't really not necessary. So we're just going to go ahead and take them out here and get to the Dark Pulse. All right, folks, this is going to be crazy close. This is why you don't mess with Venusaur. This is not even a Shadow. If that was a Shadow Venusaur, they probably would have already been fainted by now. But check it out. We survived with 1 HP, getting to the Dark Pulse. That's what you call 1 HP in a dream right there. Let's get it. Good game, good game. Folks, if you are enjoying this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Next game, we're met with a Shiny Shadow Nidoqueen. Love that flex there. Such a good Pokemon for sure. I'm really happy that they gave it such a relevant moveset because Nidoqueen, you know, although I wish it was Nidoking in this position that Nidoqueen is in, but that's just the way Pokemon Go works with the stat product. It's just a little bit of a better Pokemon. And yeah, no, Nidoking is one of my favorites. Straight up. The design looks amazing. I remember the first card for the first Pokemon card set ever released, right? You know, first edition, all that. I just love the artwork. Just an awesome looking Pokemon. But hey, enough about that. And what do we have here? A shiny Kingdra. Okay, very good. We're going to go ahead and call the Octazooka, and they did drop my attack. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and go for the crunch here, lowering my attack by 2 stages. We have a double swap here. They've got no more shields left. We're getting to the Dark Pulse, so Goodra can hit me with Draco Meteor, I suppose, but for more than likely, people are rolling with Power Whip and Surf, right? So we are going to shield this up, but they have a secret Draco. They had the secret Draco. We shielded it up, and if they did land that, obviously it would have been a wrap, but we protected ourselves, and we're taking that win. Next game, a Shadow Poliwrath. So we will be able to outpace them to the Dragon Claw here. The Icy Wind is obviously going to one-shot me. Like 5 Dragonites health. Okay. Shadow. Alrighty, so we'll shield this Icy Wind. And it doesn't matter if they lowered my attack, we're still looking pretty good, outpacing them again. I'm pretty sure they double shield this here, which is absolutely amazing. All right, perfect. Beautiful. Or you can take out my Dragonite. Yeah, there's no problem. Go ahead. I got you. All right, so we are going to go ahead and bring in for Alligator here. Seeing that we can actually get to this charge move, and it is going to be enough. I was going to say we would let that go if they did outpace me, but we're going to be able to take them out before they do anything. And they're bringing in a Trevenant here. We're getting to the crunch, and we're obviously going to have to shield this up if we want to survive and do a ton of damage to them. Looking for a catch. No catch. Locking them in here with the crunch. I think we're going to immediately want to swap, or we're staying here. They got their own for Alligator. I should have swapped. I already screwed up. I should have swapped immediately because we have Thunder Punch, and now they're going to be able to farm us down, so we're going to have to swap after getting off that Hydro Cannon here, but they're going to be able to outpace me. Another one's going to be enough. I was kind of a fool and screwed up. Can the Muck survive, though? With 1 HP again. With 1 HP again, the Muck is pulling it off for us. Unbelievable. Trevenant taking it out, but we're taking them out with a Shadow Claw for Alligator. That was a good game. All this 1 HP and surviving. Next game, another decent lead here with the Swampert. Or should I say a decent lead. We've had a couple. And of course, we're going to let all these go. They're going to be swapping. And what did they bring in there? Go for a Dragon Claw and what? Lantern. Okay, well, that's pretty spicy there. I do have one of those built, and it can be pretty good. Okay, I don't know. It's good. I just haven't run it in a while. All right, so anyways, we're going to go for the Dark Pulse to do as much damage as we can. They let it go. Thank gosh. Let's go. That's all we needed, all right? Because I did not want that thing to go up against my Feraligatr. And we're getting the Swampert back into the battle here. Going for the Dark Pulse, and we're getting a shield out of them. But the thing is, they're farming us all the way down. So now they got all this energy. We're going to go ahead and bring in Dragonite. We can survive a Hydro Cannon, but we're going to go ahead and shield it up because they're going to spam us here. We will survive this one, and I would assume they're going to swap and snipe us here. Let's see what happens. That's exactly what's going to happen, and I immediately swap, knowing that that's what they're going to do, into the Feraligatr, and they do bring in their Skeledirge here. They are shieldless. We're going to be able to outpace them. So I could let this go, but we're going to go ahead and shield it up. Disarming Voice, we would have been fine. Because you can win the CMP up against this thing, we're going to go ahead and just shield it up, take them out, and then get to the Hydro Cannon and take the win. Another CMP up against the Swampert here with the Feraligatr. The thing is amazing, and we're looking good. Let's keep it moving. Every Pokemon on this team is playing their position very well. Next game, we're met with a Purified Swampert here. Okay. I don't think they have Return, although that would be interesting, but that's not the move you're going to want to run. Definitely Ice Beam or Crunch, and of course, always Hydro Cannon. So we have to call this here. We're going to shield it up, and it is a Hydro Cannon. I do believe they're playing mind games with me, and now they hit me with an Ice Beam, as a matter of fact. So we're just going to have to go in here and farm them down. Oh, another Hydro. Never mind. Not the game I was thinking of. Going for the Dragon Claw to take out that Feraligatr, and they're going to double shield. Okay. Okay, I love it when you do that. I love it when you do that. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let this go. Hydro Cannon, no problem. All right, bringing us down to about half, but we have a bunch of energy, and then as well as a shield. Got 2 ands in there for you. All right. Was that a Ampharos? Oh, no problem, no problem. Getting out that Hydro Cannon and then swapping into the Muck. We're going to go ahead and let this go. More than likely a Brutal Swing or a Thunder Punch. Of course, it's always opposite. And they do have a Venusaur in the back, which we are absolutely going to shut down. Although they did just do a decent amount, and a Frenzy Plant can KO us. All we need to do is get to that Dark Pulse and then take out that Ampharos with a couple of Poison Jabs here. As much as I wanted to go for that Thunder Punch, let's just go ahead and make it a clean KO. Down they go. And then 2 more poison jabs, and we take that win up against that Ampharos, and Muck is pulling off that win for us here. Next game, we're met with a Glissopod. This is going to be a pretty decent lead, although again, we are Shadow, so you can look forward to taking a bunch of damage from literally everything. How much is this Aerial Ace going to do? Freaking A. Are you kidding me? That is nuts. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Dragon Claw. I don't know if I shield. I actually think I may let this go and then just farm. Okay. Oh, always opposite. Always opposite. Look, we had Go Battle Day. So this is like my first battle. I don't remember everything, okay, folks? So going for a Dragon Claw immediately here up against this Ampharos, and then they're going to be able to farm us down. Wow, that was a lot of energy. That's not too good here. And of course, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Muck. Now, we can let this first one go, so at least we have that going for us. Brutal Swing. As a matter of fact, we can let another one go and still survive and still be looking okay, so long as we take them down pretty low. Gonna go ahead and go for that Dark Pulse. Wait, they used both of their shields. Alright, never mind, now they did. Bringing in the Feraligatr, and what we're gonna do at this point, I think we farm them down, maybe. Let's see if we're brave enough here, or if we can. No, we're not reaching it. They just hit another charge move. Hell no. Let's go ahead and take them out. What you got in the back? A Trevenant, we're seeing that again, very good. Able to outpace them there to the Seed Bomb. Getting off that crunch, doing massive damage. They survive with about 2 HP. This is obviously going to KO. We bring in the Muck to finish it off, and we take that win. You know what I've been seeing too, which is really annoying? Did you see that situation? If you go back and rewind it, the Muck took a second to start attacking. Sometimes it happens to my opponents, and I've lost a couple of games because of it, where I throw in my Pokemon, and all I need to do is get off a couple more quick moves to outpace them, to take down their health before mine, because I would survive the quick moves over the ones I'm throwing to them, but the game suddenly just freezes. Or I wouldn't even say freezes, it just doesn't let me tap the screen while they can tap. Extremely annoying. Rant over. Alright, so up against this Poliwrath here, hitting me with the Scold. I don't know if they lowered my attack. I wasn't paying attention there. It should be more visible. It should be in like orange or something, like attack drop or attack raise, and it should be extremely visible. Alright. Anyways, just a little thought there, but better not give them too many ideas. They might just break the game while they implement it. Alright, so we do have an Annihilate back here, which we're going to be able to outpace them. See, there you go. That was another bullcrap thing. Did you see what happened? That was not an edit. It is at a ×2 speed, so some of this stuff may be a little hard to detect. But what happened there was I hit my charge move. We had a CMP up against that Annihilate with the Hydro Cannon there and the Feraligatr. And it immediately just kind of froze and then went into the animation to hit the bubbles. A lot of times when that has happened to me, a lot of the animation bubbles have passed through the screen, which makes it impossible to hit an excellent. So it's just straight up screwing you over. Okay, so don't take Go Battle League seriously. Okay, whatever. It's all rigged crap. I will say the only type of battle that will be the most skillful type of battle is going to be the ones that you have face to face with somebody. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's all kinds of cheats online. People can see your teams, the moves, and all that good stuff. They can freeze it, yada yada. So this Diggersby here, I did it again. You guys called me out. I know I called Green and Diggersby. I mean, they're kind of both little rabbit things, right? So you get it. It's funny. But yeah, down it goes, and we do have an Abomasnow. Oof. Ooh, this game is starting to look a little bit tricky here. But here's the fun part, we still have 2 shields, so hey, let's figure this out. Unfortunately, Poison is resisted by Ghost, so we're not going to be able to farm them down. Dragonite's going to go down from the Abomasnow immediately. So what the hell is really going on here? We're going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch, take them out. Poison Jab is doing super effective damage. Ooh, this is getting crazy. We're going to go ahead and shield up this Weather Ball here. We should barely survive and get off the Thunder Punch. That's just what we have to do here. Dragonite's going to have to pull this off. They're going to farm us down. 2 more Poison Jabs, and 1 Dragon Breath, and we take the win. Oh my goodness, that was so freaking close. That was almost a double KO there. Excellent. Thank you, Muck and Dragonite. Next game, we're met with a Feraligatr. Let's go ahead and have a little fun here. With my luck, probably going to have Ice Beam, but it doesn't really matter because that Hydro Cannon spam still is enough to take out Shadow Dragonite. That's just the way it goes. You just simply can't take a hit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up just to be safe. Now, this might be the game I was talking about. Ice Beam, right? Pretty sure. There it is, of course. Nice bait and switch there. All right, bringing in the Feraligatr to farm them up, but what's going to happen is they're going to retreat with energy on the Feraligatr, bring in and lock themselves with their Venusaur, and we're going to go ahead and retreat with energy on our Feraligatr and bring in the Muck to handle the situation here. It's looking pretty grim. They still have a whole Pokemon, plus this Frenzy Planet's going to almost take us out here, so how the hell am I going to pull this off? We don't resist Shadow Claw, so that Feraligatr can probably just farm us down. Or they're bringing in an Excadrill. Okay, we can deal with this. Maybe not. This is still looking pretty bad. They let it go. Dark Pulse doing about half. We have all this energy, so now we have to start being very careful here. We do need to shield this up. We need to look out for a catch, although I think they're still locked in here. I was not paying attention to that time. Plus, all of our Pokemon are out, so we have no kind of gauge on the switch there. Going for another one. And there you have it, folks. The secret shadow Pokemon that I like to use as far as Muck is concerned. Give it a shot. See what happens. It's actually pretty good and worth your investment. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!